You there, yes, young rocketeer. I see you've decided to travel down the road you cannot come back from. This is a difficult journey, full of rage, late nights, and epic victories. You want to climb into the higher ranks of Rocket League. But I have to ask you, are you ready to commit your life to Rocket League? Nah, I'm just kidding, it's not that big a deal. Let's talk the 5 mechanics you can work on right now to get up into the higher ranks. I even included a training pack and a drill for the things I go over today, so stick around until the end. Also, hop in my Discord if you want to learn more or make recommendations for future videos. Alright, enough intro. Welcome to the Intermediate Guide to Rocket League. Here's number 5 on the list. Saves. Practicing saving the ball often gets overlooked. As you make your way into Diamond and Champ, players are going to be hitting a lot harder and with more power. You've got to be ready to make a save from anywhere on defense. My favorite way to improve your defense game is to just hop in training and read awkward shots like I'm doing here. A key mechanic you'll need to practice though is learning how to float to the ball. This is where you go for an aerial to save the ball early, but you kind of just chill in the air until you've got a good read on the ball. I'll show you this in action. Here, I go up for the ball quickly, but now I just wait in the air until I can adjust toward the ball and make a decent clear. The advantage of this is that you still beat your opponent to the ball, but don't make it unnecessarily hard on yourself. Practice this out. My next mechanic that you need to work on is off-the-wall aerials. These are so important in higher ranks and really speeds up your game. Once again, the easiest way to practice these is to head into a training pack and grind it out. Thankfully, I've already made you a pack that I'll go over at the end. One of the key things to remember when going for these is to save and use your flip. This not only helps you generate more power, but actually helps you adjust in the air. If you're a little off course, a well-timed flip can still make the shot happen. So just remember that moving forward. My third most important mechanic is none other than wave dashes. You probably guessed it. This speeds up your game a ton and can help you in weird situations. I'm gonna go ahead and clear up a common misconception. Wave dashing is not as fast as a normal flip. You will gain more speed by just front flipping than wave dashing. So you're probably thinking, okay, Striped, what's the point of wave dashing if it'd be faster to just flip? Well, listen here, rookie. There's a lot of situations where committing to a full flip takes too much time. A wave dash cancels your flip but still gives you speed, so you don't have to go through the full flip motion to gain momentum. Yeah, that was some Rocket League physics I just threw at you. A great example of where wave dashing is useful is when recovering off the wall. You land flat, but you can add a little extra speed to your movement. Alright, let me walk you through how to wave dash. When you jump, tilt your car backwards, and as soon as your back wheels touch the ground, front flip. Then the ground will cancel your flip, and that's all you have to do. Here's my second most important mechanic for intermediate players, Powerslide. At this point, I'm sure you are at least familiar with how to Powerslide, but what I'm teaching you is when to Powerslide. There's tons of places where it can be useful, but I'll pick my top 3. You should Powerslide whenever you rotate or recover for number 1. Just holding it down when flipping gets you more speed and control. Powerslide helps your car maintain its momentum when moving forward, meaning when you turn, you don't lose nearly as much speed. Next, for number 2, use Powerslide after every wave dash that we just learned. Going back to not losing speed, it's important after every wave dash to get your maximum speed out of it. Finally, be sure to use Powerslide to hit better angles on the ball, and you'll get to practice these in my training pack at the end, just like everything else. Drum roll please, it is time for my number 1 mechanic for intermediate players, but please take a second and press that subscribe button, it helps me out more than you know. Alright, let's get to my top mechanic. Boost management. I guess that's a mechanic, right? As you climb the ranks, you'll find that boost is becoming less available. You've got to learn to work with what you've got, and there's really 2 big ways to improve your boost management. First, literally just look at your boost meter more often. Seriously. Find spots where you used boost and didn't have to. break those bad habits. Second, learn the boost pad patterns on the field. If you don't know, there's tons of ways to follow the pads and gain boost around the field. I'm going to give you my top 2 favorite ones, and they're super easy to find. The first is the most important. I'd call this one the rainbow, patent pending. This is one giant arc that goes across the entire field and is perfect for rotations back to your own net. If you start in the opponent's net, follow this arc and you'll gain about a full tank of boost. The next easy pattern to find is the simplest. Make a habit of grabbing the straight line of pads down the middle of the field whenever you can. It can fill your tank up to 3/4 of the way. So you're probably thinking, that's great, but I could be grabbing full boost. Why would I do that? That's so much work. The truth is, it takes way more time to grab a full boost than it does to grab pads on a rotation back. Check out this little chart, graph, thing, whatever this is, and see the difference. Nice, 5 mechanics down and you're on your way to becoming a master. Now let's dive into the training pack that I made so I can walk you through it step by step so you know how to practice with it. The first is an easy save. Go ahead and get used to these awkward positions that you'll be facing in higher ranks all the time. This next save is a bit more challenging, so don't be annoyed if it's a little bit harder for you. Try to read that ceiling and clear it off the backboard. Our third save is going to be one that we float for, just like we talked. Try to get nice clear while waiting off the wall. Now we're working on off-wall aerials. Read this off the wall and get a nice touch on it. Remember to use that flip. Here comes another one of these. Once again, focus on power and getting a good shot on it. As we get into our third off-wall shot, you're going to have to use your flip to be able to even reach this ball. So this forces you to learn how to use that flip more accurately. Now we're going to do a little practice with wave dashing, just to get you comfortable making contact with the ball with it. There's not too many shots you'll hit directly with a wave dash, but this at least gets you comfortable off the wall using it. And here's a save with it too. Next up, let's use that power slide. This is so important to get a nice angle. Literally just slide and hit this ball into the net. It's pretty simple. The next one's a bit more challenging to get the right angle. So get here, power slide, and maybe follow it up. Doesn't have to be quite this fancy, but hey, you do you. This next power slide shot is all about recovering fast enough while holding power slide to be able to save this ball. So power slide all the way back while flipping and you should be able to get it out of the way. Now that's the whole training pack, but you're probably wondering, yo, Striped, how do I practice my boost management? And the answer is actually kind of simple. Create your own private match and literally jump in there, but disable unlimited boost. Force yourself never to grab the full boost as well. Just live off of pads. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish even when you don't have full boost. Basically, just treat it like free play, where your goal is to challenge yourself and hit the ball hard and make good contact. But the only difference is you don't have full boost. And trust me, that's a big difference. Practice this and you'll see some results. Congratulations, young Rocketeer. You have traveled down a road with no return. For real though, if you want to get into the high ranks in Rocket League, you pretty much have to sell your soul to the game, so good luck.